I was sued by the Federal Trade Commission. So I was actually a commodity broker from 2007 to 2012. And I was sued by the Federal Trade Commission for aggressive sales practices. So I was in an industry where we would we would sell bullion, and we would attach contracts to leverage the bullion. So if you were to give me $100,000, I would buy $250,000 worth of bullion and then charge you commission on the total amount. And so the markets got smoked. Gold literally was at an all-time high, got smoked. Silver was at like 50, went back to 20. So like my whole investment portfolio got smoked because everybody got margined out. And then I started getting complaints. And then the FTC came in, investigated, sued me. I beat the preliminary injunction. All their findings were proven wrong. What they said I was doing was not accurate. I was doing things by the book. But at the end of the day, like morally and ethically, I knew I wasn't putting people in the best situation. And that really crushed me because, like, you know, going through what I went through with my sister and having, you know, I was in sobriety at this time. It really crushed me because that's just not who I am, you know. But I got caught up in the greed. I got caught up in the ego, wanting to be rich. I grew up poor, so like this was, in my view, the only way that I was going to become successful is I had to do this. And so I sacrificed my moral values and my moral compass to pursue this success. And then 2012, I was sued by the Federal Trade Commission. My fiancée left me, and then I was just broken, dude. And that was like the first real introduction to personal development, because I realized there was like so much more that I needed to address. And so then when I got out of the lawsuit, it took me like a year plus. My dad had some money, and essentially he lent me the money. He bought it into a company with the understanding that if I was successful and I grew the company, he would eventually, you know, sign over the shares to me, and as long as I paid him back. And so that was my way into the industry.